So we are now in April. We're about to make sure we're safe from relegation because we've had a really good time since we last met. And the transfers have worked. Let's talk about it. Hello. Welcome everyone to JLABTV. I'm JLAB and this is Football Manager 2022, the master with Builder Save with Derby County. We're looking at the next gen 2026 top 50. And there's a 16-year-old Romanian goalkeeper in this list from Botoșani. And I'm thinking to myself, yes, he's not interested. This guy, if we can get him in the future, would be a starting goalkeeper for Derby in the future. If we could get him. He's already played 25 times at the age of 16 in the Romanian top flight. And I think to myself, if you're playing as a top flight goalkeeper now, as a side that's just been promoted to the division, then you must be somewhat decent. He played in the second tier as well, 2 times, but he's the first choice goalkeeper in this division. And I think, okay, interesting. Let's talk to the agent. He has no interest in any circumstances of joining us. He would be interested in a loan move one day. But between 210 to 2.1 million pounds to sign this guy? Could be interesting, couldn't it? Let's keep an eye on this guy in the future. Still though, we've had about 10 matches since we last met. Let's go over those matches quickly. The first game we had was away from home against Blackburn, and Edmundson gave us the lead inside 56 minutes, and I thought we were about to win this game. But unfortunately for us, Blackburn did get a late equaliser in the 86th minute of the game. Vaca with a really powerful effort. And I'm going to be honest with you, I think we should have won this game against Blackburn, despite everything. So perhaps we're unlucky, perhaps we didn't do as well as we could have done. But a 1-1 draw against Blackburn is still a good result as far as I'm concerned. We then hosted Sheffield United, a promotion chasing for Sheffield United, and Walsh plays us in the middle and finds Morris, who scores the winning goal in the 86th minute of the game. And we deserve this win, and it would have been a disappointment if we hadn't won. So 3 points here, a massive victory as far as I'm concerned. We then hosted Stoke and drew 0-0 in a game we probably should have won. But we had the chances, we were creating chances. And I knew from this moment on, if we have a good striker who can score goals, we are going to win games a lot. Baxter is really finding his feet as a goalkeeper for us. And Creswell is also doing well, as is Wilson as Brand. So it's good to know that my signings have made a good impact. Then we hosted promotion chasing Bournemouth, and Scully finds Walsh, who scores his first goal for us with that effort inside 11 minutes before we doubled our lead in the 57th minute of the game. Edmundson finds back in the net with that header from a corner. Walsh gets a goal and an assist, and we beat promotion chasing Bournemouth by 2-0. A great result. And let's talk about Walsh for a second, because he's now really good in this side. Admittedly, his development is hindered by the fact he's training to play on that side, but really, I think he's a star. He's going to be very good at the role soon, and given he's been playing there for the last 3 months, I think he's done a good job so far. An average rating of 7.23 in the league. 3 goals, 4 assists. We then went to Cardiff, and inside 19 minutes, we're 1-0 up. Wilson as Brand finds Donnelly. Donnelly finds the back of the net, and he scored the only goal of the game to ensure we win again. We are firing on all cylinders right now, and we are winning games that we probably shouldn't be winning. But again, this is a relegation candidate side, a relegation clash, and I think at this point, we might be safe from relegation, but you never know. We then went to Nottingham Forest for the big game, and inside 4 minutes, we're actually 1-0 down after Dobson does that. You cannot stop that kind of effort going in, unfortunately, but we responded almost immediately. Rudoni finds Slimani. Slimani places across, finds Donnelly. He finds Walsh, and honestly, that backheel pass from Donnelly to find Walsh was ridiculous. And Robbie Walsh, the Irish international, showing why I have a lot of faith in him, and why Donnelly actually is starting to become a good player for us, and that's a good sign. Next game, we hosted Huddersfield, and inside 56 seconds, we were 1-up. Walsh finds Donnelly, who rounds the keeper, who should never come out, and Donnelly scores the opening goal. It took us until the 84th minute to get the second goal, though, and Scully with a nice ball to find Bird. Max Bird dinks the keeper. Good finish there, and he's done a very, very good job with the finish. So 2-0 against Huddersfield, and again, I felt we should have won, and we did comfortably. So we're dominating our opponents right now. We then took on a QPR side that came from 4-0 down to draw 4-4 against Blackpool recently, but we took the lead after Walsh scored the opening goal. Max Bird with a very interesting assist, which I think he deliberately blocked with pass as well. But we make it 2-0 though, inside 36 minutes after Donnelly scores. So 2-0. And a good start from us before we make it 3. Inside 47 minutes, Donnelly's found, and I think Donnelly gets a hat-trick in this game. So very good stuff from him. It's 47 minutes in, it's 3-0 before it's 4. Rudoni does find Donnelly. This is a hat-trick goal from Donnelly. And there we go. Donnelly getting a hat-trick for us. He's not got many goals for me as far as I'm concerned, but he did get one there. And we do concede. Burstow with the finish. Can't be stopped, unfortunately, for us. And yeah, we still win though, regardless. 4-1. We were a better team. And Donnelly with his first and probably only hat-trick he's ever going to get for me. But hey, he got goals. He's now in double figures for the season. That's great news. We then went to Crystal Palace, and then Munson made a mistake, gave it to the Lap, who finds Adosi, who finds Edson Aron, and yes, we were behind inside 45 minutes. However, we did get an equalising goal. Donnelly finds Bird, he plays a false, finds Walsh, he finds Ethan Fraser, who I will begin first team football more often next year, but he got the equalising goal, and it was enough to get us to share the spoils, and I'm happy because we did not do as well as we should have done, and perhaps was a bit lucky to get a point here. The next game, though, we finally lost the game. Braithwaite has a shot. Baxter then has 2 saves. And I think, honestly, Baxter made a bit of a clang with the first goal. So 9 minutes in, we're 1-0 down. We do equalise, though, because Donnelly finds Bird, who gets tackled. The keeper again gets wrong side by his own defender, but Bird scores anyway. Before we concede, and Connolly finds McKinstry. McKinstry beats the keeper, and this was one of those very, very rare games that Baxter had a bad game, and that's despite the fact he got a 7.5 average rating. He made 2 mistakes for the goals, and yet he still had a good game, which is a bit damning on our defence that Baxter was forced to have that sort of rating. We lose our first game in a very long time. I think we're doing well regardless. Because right now, despite losing our first win in a very long time, we are actually fighting for a top half finish. And I can't believe I'm saying that, but 7 games to go. We're only 5 points behind West Brom in 12th, 7 points behind Nottingham Forest in 11th. So we could still, realistically, fight for an opportunity to finish above Nottingham Forest, despite at one point looking like we'll be in a relegation fight. We're now 16 points clear of Sheffield United. Plymouth and Millwall almost looked doomed, but I say that. We're Millwall about 7 points away from Oxford United, and that's how far we are from Nottingham Forest, so I can't really claim that. But yeah, Oxford United are looking like they're going to try and do the mission impossible again. Cardiff have gotten themselves away from the relegation fight as things stand, but they're not truly safe yet. I think we're safe from relegation now. And my main aim now is really to try and get ourselves to a top half finish. I think we can do it. I don't know if we can realistically put it off, but it'd be nice if we could, right? Just for the opportunity of a lifetime to try and finish a top half despite having one of the worst starts in the league's history. Also, we did actually confirm the signing of Samuel D. Giacob, and he will not be signing for us until the next transfer window, so he will be here until July. It's fine, it's not the end of the world. We're not paying him that much. I think $2,000. Let's double check this. $1,000, yeah, 1.1 grand we're paying him, so it's actually not that bad at all. And we're only giving him an extra 5% yearly increase, so really, as far as I'm concerned, we've done well with the signing. We are getting rid of Dig, who I'm going to say this here now, is not very good. I don't need to talk about this guy, really, do I? Still today, we're going to be taking on Luton Town for our 20th game in charge of Derby County. If we win, we've won our 10th game of our reign so far. We have drawn 6 and lost 4, so it'd be nice to win 50% of my game in charge, but yeah, it's not the end of the world if we don't win either. I'm just excited by the opportunity that we could actually, you know, win. It's great. It's a beautiful situation to be in. And if we win, we move to be within 1 point of Luton Town, which again is great for our opportunity to go up, do well in the league. And I don't know, it's an opportunity. It'll also mean we're definitely further away from the relegation zone. But I don't know. It's a nice situation to be in. Let's see what we can do against the Luton Town as we try and put out this team. So the lineup will be this: Baxter, Slimani, Edmundson, Griffin, Wilson, Brand, Billick, Bird, Fraser, Walsh, Scully, and Donnelly. There's been a few injuries, so with Donny's out for 11 days to 3 weeks. Creswell's also out. He's out until tomorrow, so that's why he's not playing. And on the bench, we've got Birch, Buchanan, Marston, Knight, Amici, Morris, and Smith. Damien Smith, also a player I'm starting to look at and think, okay, he's actually good now. I was actually recommended to bring him up to the first team of my backroom staff. He's considered a 2.5-star right winger, but he's a striker in my eyes, and he's considered to be a promising striker. I'm most likely going to send him out on loan next year because of the fact he is, you know, young, talented, has potential, and he needs first team football next year. But let's give him a debut from the bench, potentially, if we are in a good position right now, and start to show that we are giving players opportunities from the academy. So let's do this, let's submit the team, and let's have a good time. Because why not? We've got nothing to lose, apart from maybe a position going up the table. But hey, top half finish, and promoting teams into the first team. It's a great opportunity, let's do it. Okay, we've got a throw inside 3 minutes. This team has been really fun to watch this season, and a chance from Wilson the Brand, almost an opportunity, but this has been a fun team to watch. I'm really excited about this Derby team for the next couple of years. I think we're going to try and get promoted within the next 2 years, so we can claim we've got promoted to the Premier League, and maybe try and win the league as well, because it'd be fun. Okay, that was the only highlight we've seen so far. We've had just 2 shots on target. For a time, there was 8 shots on goal and none on target, and I think we need to improve on that. They've had no shots, so we've been the dominant team here. And looking elsewhere, we're actually going to go below Blackpool right now, which is disappointing. And also, as things stand, we should effectively be safe from relegation, which is very lovely indeed. But we want to actually win today, so we go further up the table and don't slip down. I want to get as many points as possible, thank you. Thank you very much. Corner, Walsh is going to take it. Well, I love Walsh's delivery. Very good. But Scully on the ball now. I'm going to say this now. Scully has actually started to slow down and has disappointed me lately, so I might be looking to sell him at some point. Edmundson didn't find Walsh that pass, and now Luton get the ball away. I was going to say have a chance to do well. Here's Griffin, now Edmundson, Slimani, and I got a lot of evidence we need to improve on next year. Here's Walsh, Slimani, back to Walsh. I love Walsh. He's probably my favourite player to watch because he does so many oh, wonderful. That's why I love him. He's just found the ball to Donnelly, and Donnelly scores the opening goal. 1-0 here. Walsh could be quiet for a lot of the game, and then suddenly out of nothing do this. Look at this run from Walsh. He's quick, he's got pace, he tries tricks, and he can just find a good pass. It's 1-0. It's the perfect response to a slow first half. And yeah, Walsh. I love Robbie Walsh. He's one of my favourite signings I've ever made in this save, and that says a lot. But there you go, 1-0. Okay, Slimani finds Billick, and here's Slimani again in the middle. Good cross. Smith doesn't get there. Fraser doesn't get there as well, but we've got young talent now coming through the academy. I also need to talk to you about the player that's going to come through, and Amici denied, but Damien Smith on his debut is offside. I was going to celebrate the fact we just scored on the opening goal. He's not offside. He's not offside. That is cruel. How could you steal away from him? We've got a chance to make this. If we could see anything, I'd be shocked. But we've been so good in this game. Wilson is Brand. Fraser. Oh, good ball. Again to Wilson and Brand. You just need to get their first does there. Damien Smith puts it wide. Oh. I want to see Smith score just because I gave him his debut and he actually scored, but he was offside. I don't think he's even offside. But we'll get the ball back to Baxter. Here's Edmundson. I've given Griffin and Smith their debuts today, so that's great. Billick now right to Morris. And then Wilson has Brand. Look at this runs he can make. It's ridiculous. Wilson has Brand in the middle, and that's caught by Savic or Sakic. So that's a bit annoying. I swear they score now. He's disappointed, but no, we're going to get the ball comfortably. I don't know what they're doing here. Griffin, Billick, here's Fraser, Ethan Fraser, Amici, played across. Plays it back, actually. Simani. Look, he's 6'6". You can tell he's 6'6". Here's Bird. Finds Slimani. Morris scores. It is 2-0. It's just a shame that Smith's not going to get a goal. I'm kind of hoping Smith scores now. I'm going to try and get Smith his first goal of the season at some point this year. Because he's been... I think the offside goal was undeserved and unjust. Oh, Morris. Still, good result. 2-0 right now. We've been dominant in this game. We've just seen a highlight straight from kickoff, and I think we can make it 3-0. Or they get a goal just to really make it spicy, but we're going to get the ball back. Here's Bird, Slimani, Bird, Edmundson. I mean, if we get a goal for Smith now, that'd be great. Here's Edmundson. Forward to Amici. Put ball down the line. Billick. Oh, wonderful. Look at the space. Look at the runs we can make. Slimani. Wonderful football here. Plays it back to Bird, though. Good ball. Amici, Billick. Could go for goals. Oh, good save. That would have been a nice finish, wouldn't it? If he gets Smith a goal, I think Smith deserves a goal here. He's been really annoying to the opposition. Then again, everyone is annoying to the opposition. But hey, can we do more? Smith didn't get his goal. We still won 2-0, though. I still think that was not offside, by the way. So I'm annoyed with the offside thing. So, we still won the 2-0, so I guess we shouldn't be too upset. But yeah, we are now just 1 point behind Luton. 3 points to Blackpool, who decided to actually try and be annoying. But Huddersfield actually got result against them in the end, I think. They're the top, right? Well, yeah, Huddersfield. They had a player sent off. That explains a few things. Rambo got the equaliser. If anything, I'll be slightly embarrassed if I was the Huddersfield manager for not getting a win against 10 men. Not like I haven't done that before or anything, right? Also, Oxford beat Millwall, so Millwall now bottom. Oxford now 5 points less Sheffield Wednesday, who were destroyed 4-1 by Plymouth. That's fun. The bottom 4 teams took on each other, and yeah, went as well as they could have done. We're pretty safe though. Yeah, we are safe. We got a 19-point gap with 6 games to go. We are safe from relegation. Huzzah! I love it. We are safe. And Griffin makes his debut, as did Damien Smith. And Wilson the Brand. Really good, actually. I love Wilson the Brand. I accidentally said I'd be willing to want to buy him. And company actually was very open to talking to me about it. So, hey, we've got a good friendly relationship with the Man City manager. Yeah, Wilson Company's their manager. He always seems to go with it, doesn't he? They've also won 2 Champions League titles. And have won all but one of the Premier League titles so far. And so, yeah, that's gone well, isn't it? But yeah, Edmundson's been really good for me. Like, I must confess, I didn't think... I knew Edmundson would be really good anyway. But he's absolutely had the fun times. Admittedly, even Fraser hasn't had the best of times. But I am going to be very, very good. And hopefully we'll do well. I love this article, by the way. As Julian Frenger continues to successfully in at Derby County, it is perhaps George Edmundson who will be the happiest at the change of manager, as he's established himself as one of the best players in the Championship. Derby County saw their worst form of the campaign arrive early, but under new manager Julian Frenger, they will now hope to remain on course to achieve their aims of the campaign. George Edmundson has been particularly beneficiary of a change of manager, emerging as one of the best players in the Championship, but even Fraser has not quite had it so good, and now finds himself on the periphery at Pride Park. Derby County has made it known that they intend to keep the average age of their squad down, and that will be an area to keep an eye on as they dip into the transfer market. There has been a positive reaction to the vertical tiki-taka style used by Frenger as late, and there is plenty of optimism for the future. Don't you love those articles? I love that personally myself. And there we go. We've done good stuff so far. And personally, the fact we are now surviving, I am going to double check that's the case. Yeah, we cannot finish any lower than 21st, so we officially have survived. And we've done well for ourselves. Also, how has Walsh got the most assists so far when he's only been here for half a season? Can someone explain that to me? How a 20-year-old Irishman, who is an international, mind you, but how a 20-year-old Irishman who arrived in January has got the most assists already when he's only been here for 4 months. How the hell has this happened, honestly? Anyway, I should talk about this player that I want to talk about. Also, we had a youth intake, and I'm going to say this here now, wasn't particularly great if you look at the fact that all these players are useless. Oh, I hate this so much. I am looking at Darren Russell, and I'm thinking, he's great. He's got, I guess, a decent personality, but have you really been getting the best out of the team is my question. Or at least the youth intakes. I don't know. I think his reputation is a bit low, so maybe that's an issue. But we did get Raymond Bowles. Now, admittedly, he's got low self-belief and he's very inconsistent and needs a lot of work. But am I mad with thinking he's a box-to-box midfielder? Am I mad? You can see it, right? I'm not just going crazy for thinking that's a possibility, am I? Surely I'm not. I see a box-to-box midfielder in there. I see a box-to-box midfielder in there because I think he can be really good. He is 15, so it's not amazing, but I see a box-to-box midfielder in this guy. I don't know why. I really don't. Mind you, I can't actually be upset with Russell. He's actually brought some of the most amazing talents so far we've seen, so maybe we're just unlucky. It's just the 1 year we turn up, they've not had a good intake. I don't know. Either way, though, what I'm going to do is end this here. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. I hope you guys will like and share this video and that you will subscribe to my channel. It really does help me out a lot. What do you think of our season so far? And what do you think of the signings we've made and how well they've done? And we went 11 games unbeaten at one point. Do you think we can get top half this year? And do you think next couple of years we can challenge for promotion? With the right signings? Let me know in the comments down below. But either way, until next time, goodbye and well, good night.